16,000 customers and absolutely no marketing. Zero. Nada, not even a bit. Is it even possible? As a matter of fact, it is. Just a couple of weeks ago, I met with a seasoned entrepreneur that has thriving business and everything is going in a good direction. Over the last 20 years, they have successfully acquired more than 16,000 customers. There were different kinds of projects that we're doing. Let's just say that they are in some sort of an environmental industry. That's it. I would like to keep it anonymous. But what it turned out is that they have no marketing, meaning that every time they are about to sell something, they need to go, start again, and do the process, successfully close the deal, and repeat the process one time after another. And of course, this is how sales works, right? You can say that, yeah, this is the typical situation for every company. But what if you could, and they could, sell on autopilot? What if you could increase your current revenue by a couple of percent, couple of dozens of percent, or even a couple of hundred of percent with your existing customer base? In today's video, I'm going to tell you how to successfully capitalize on your existing customer base. So with this particular customer, let's name him John. We spent a couple of hours on brainstorming about how can we leverage that, how can we do this or that, and so on and so forth. We were talking about a range of things, including sales processes, implementing CRM, various things. It doesn't really matter for now. But the first thing that I told him that they should start doing right away was to get consent from their existing and future customers to send them marketing emails. And I know that you may now say, oh, wow, big deal. But as a matter of fact, it is a big deal. If someone trusts you enough to sign an agreement with you and pay you money, it means that sales and marketing process are actually done, that they've done their job. Like marketing convinced the customer to trust you enough to get in touch with your salesperson, and your salesperson or your sales team have successfully convinced them to trust you and spend money. This is done. So what if this person is looking for a service, set of services, or item in the future? They should reach out to you or your salesperson in order to get it from you if you have this within your inventory, if you have this in your warehouse, if you name it, you know what I'm trying to say. So getting ahead of your competitors, making sure that your customer remembers you and thinks fondly of you even weeks, months, or even years after the sale is done, after the implementation of a product, installation of a product in this particular case is done, is crucial. Because in many cases, and I'm seeing this in multiple businesses, people are not doing this. So like your customers have no way to know that you have an additional product because you didn't tell them. And the salesperson is probably busy with the next deal. They might not have time to call these people. They might not have time to communicate. Not everyone is using social media. So even if you post it on social media, people might not see the post, or they might not use Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or whatever. It means that having a direct line to this particular customer enables you to cross-sell additional product or to upsell by providing them with more advanced plan, with the bigger package, with a more premium item, you name it. Having the consent to market to them enables you to increase the customer lifetime value. And just a side note, customer lifetime value means that your customer is worth a certain amount of money within the time frame they're spending with your company. So increasing this actually means more money for you, more satisfaction for client, more sold items, and so on and so forth. So this is the parameter that is sort of a parameter in jargon of sales and marketing people. But for you as a business owner, it just means that you can sell more to this same customer.
If you would like to get more valuable information about B2B sales and marketing, join our email broadcast, where we share resources with valuable information, marketing tricks and case studies of successful campaigns, proven scenarios for B2B sales, useful tools, and a ton more to help you improve your sales and marketing game and generate more leads.
And the second very important thing that we've discussed with this particular entrepreneur during that conversation was to monetize their audience in an alternative way. Think about it. There are probably competitive vendors to the vendors that you're working with. And you happen to have 16,000 of potential customers that they are interested in. because there are more things that could make their household a bit better. I'm still in the context of this particular entrepreneur. So the question is, would they pay you money to advertise to them? Would they pay you to get the message through to your audience that is actually their audience? So I'm gonna leave you to answer this by yourself. In case you just didn't answer the question right now, the answer is yes. Yes, they would pay you. Meaning that you can monetize your existing customer base in an ethical way when you have the consent, right? You have the consent to market to them. You can market to them a particular set of services, and there are nitty-gritty details here to figure out. I wouldn't just advertise random things to your audience. It's very important to do this in a quality manner. Nevertheless, you can advertise to them and monetize them, make money off of it while serving them, providing them with additional items that they could get value from while serving a vendor or a producer, manufacturer of a particular thing. And the third thing that is very important and combined with those two things previously, so monetizing your audience and cross-selling and upselling to them, you can provide your customers with more value by giving them things, by providing them with tips and so on and so forth. So you can inform them about the ways to prevent snow stocking on their roofs, or you can provide them with pro tips about the emergency in case their garage door is getting locked or whatever. Like, you can think of dozens of ways in which you can provide them with valuable information. And what does this mean? This means that they will trust you even more, they will value you even more, and they would naturally want to spend money with you, because this is how we are built, we as humans. And you probably had this in the past when you see just great YouTube video, I hope that this is one of them, by the way, and you just want to buy a coffee to a person because you just saw a tutorial or something that took you hours to figure out, or you couldn't figure it out for hours, and now in 5 minutes it's done and you just figured it out. So this is our natural psychological mechanism to actually pay back what we owe. And I'm not going to jump into this any further, but nevertheless, you can provide more value to your customer. If this video was anyhow helpful to you, hit the subscribe button just to help us grow the channel. And the last thing that emerged during this conversation with this particular entrepreneur that I just felt like sharing with you guys was that you can save a ton of time of your team by having this consent to communicate with your audience. And what I mean by that is that in most of the cases, if you are selling some particular service, goods, products, you name it, there is an aspect to it that requires human-to-human interaction, meaning that there are questions to be answered, there are support tickets to be handled, there are phone calls to be addressed. Having the way to contact your customers at scale is the ability also to provide them with the information that they require, that they need, that they might need because you just found out about it. Maybe one of the items that you're selling is under the review of manufacturer and someone can get a free replacement with no charge on your end or no issue on your end, and you would like to provide them with that opportunity. Yeah, you can make 200 phone calls, but at the same time you can send 200 emails. Easier, right? You can also provide people with knowledge about handling their home appliances, things, stuff, random things that are oftentimes merged during the conversations with your team members, and you can automate that by providing them with this information. So that's another thing. And also you can provide them with knowledge, with information about the ability to maximize the potential of the items, the products that they have bought from you. Maybe there is a way to maximize the efficiency of something. Maybe they can tweak in a way to get more value out of that you have just found out by doing the installation number 167 or something like that. There are things that oftentimes emerge also on your end as a provider as the time passes by, and it would be just valuable to provide this knowledge to your customers. But if you don't have the ability to do it at scale, sometimes it can be very time consuming, tricky, and oftentimes the new business just wins over like maintaining relationships with existing customers. If you have email marketing, it's just easier. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, make sure to subscribe to our channel, provide us with a thumbs up. And if you have any questions about sales and marketing in B2B whatsoever, please leave them in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.